This is one player whose value can easily not be appreciated, especially because he's not a striker who scores regularly or playmaker blessed with technical gesture to leave supporters at the edge of their seat whenever he's on the ball. But let me tell you this about Deon Hotto Performances is far better than anyone else you can think of in the entire squad. Here are the some reasons. The Namibian international player is a multifunctional player who is able to play all positions on the pitch except one central defense and central midfield. But most important, he plays all those other positions with the same intensity, comfort, dedication, and commitment. And such players help a team a lot, even financial depth on less depth on those positions that he can play effortless. As a left back, you know that not many wingers will claim to have beaten him for pace. As a wing back, no coach will accuse him of being lethargic in taking back during the defensive transition because he adapts any both end of the pitch using his great engine to make a joke of his 34 years of age. As a false nine, he helped Jose Riveiro to prolong his stay at the club, showing unbelievable horror that not necessarily associated with a player at his caliber, while also using it when injuries and suspicions hit the team or for any technical reason. Coaches always know that they can always rely on the multifunctional player Deon Hotto. Give me one player who is producing more consistently performances than Deon Hotto in the entire Betway Premiership League. This is the Namibian winger who is also valuable and versatile for Orlando Pirates, giving the coach options either at left back or left wing. His performances deserve a victory each and every game that he plays on. But unfortunately, because football is a team sport, it's not always about the case of winning each and every game. But sometimes you feel for such players when the team is not getting results because his performance really deserve better. He has his own shortcomings, especially when playing as a winger and required to cut inside and play in the half spaces because he can't use his right foot. One would expect, even though he's not a right footer, but apart from that, he's an exceptional player who always gives 100% performance whenever he plays. For him, age is no longer on his side to get to Europe, but his consistent performance, athleticism, high fitness, level stamina, and endurance suggest that with a better agent, Deon Hotto can go and play 3 more seasons in France, Belgium, Denmark, even at Germany. If ever he had a dream to play overseas one day, irrespective of where he's played, he always carrying his assist with him, even though his teammates at times let him down from a dead ball situation. Will combine power, positions to put the ball beyond, while being versatile player become a cause to many players because they were looked as a jack of all traders, but master of none. Hotto versatility became a blessing because he became a jack of all traders and the master of all. Anyway, I can write a book about Deon Hotto, and hopefully in the future when he retires, I will get a chance to write about Deon Hotto because there's a lot. And also, when it comes to numbers, numbers don't lie. He showed that a legendary national player, Hotto, has been a star has been the most used player under Jose Riveiro of the Spanish Gata. 100 matches in charge of the Pirates. Hotto has featured on 93 of those 100 matches, making a goal contribution of 20 goals in the process. Despite operating mainly in defense, his numbers are painted as a clear only about Hotto's hard-working nature, but also his consistent fitness, discipline from getting unnecessary bookings. That shows how being so consistently means when it comes to the football world. Even when he retires, we should acknowledge him as a South African player, especially as Orlando Pirates fans. I'm not sure who's the second most used player behind him in those 100 matches under Jose Riveiro, but I won't lie. He's surprised to find out that the second most used player behind Deon Hotto is on 70 games or less. While the numbers are impressive as they show how important fit Hotto has been, doesn't reveal everything. The Namibian versatility saw him play on numerous positions across the pitch, especially as a left back, left wing back, left wing. I can say the whole day. Another player of golden point in the importance of Deon Hotto in the team. Deon Hotto is also fit in such a way that even when he gets injured, his muscles are so strong in such a way that will see him return to the pitch sooner than we think. He takes care of his body, and by eating healthy and exercising, and this just goes to show that how much dedicated he is to his work, and it's no longer a surprise that he seems to be using Kusongo V10 Turbo engine even at the age of 34, as he continues making a joke out of his younger opponent with the speed. I strongly believe that Deon Hotto joined Orlando Pirates straight from Namibia or from Golden Arrows. He would by now be on his way to become the player for the club by the time he retires. Would leave most games played for the club. I respect and honor Deon Hotto and what he has done for the Orlando Pirates club. I hope that by the time he leaves, the club will get a fitting farewell, because he deserves more than a farewell. The same player who never complains. He brings intelligence, experience to his teammates. With Deon Hotto also operates from Swakopmund, where he has 54 cattle and other livestock. His focus is on subsistence farming rather than running a commercial business. While his venture isn't a business yet, Hotto views farming as a valuable investment. He believes that assets like equipment and land will increase in the future over time. His effort aiming to provide financial security and teach farming skills to his family for future benefits. Hotto also plays for Namibia national team, is recognized for his humble lifestyle despite being a part of a major team in the PSL. His strategic investment to ensure stability and create lasting legacy, often retirement, challenging the common view that has many athletes struggle financially after the career end. Intensity in his work rate and can still outrun younger players in the. What I really gain about Deon Hotto is that he might be the most talented or football intelligent, but It shows that hard work beat all the challenges of the football, and it's also underrated to many people to see that the man that didn't even go through a proper academic system here at home, it's scary to imagine the sort of beast he would be. 2 years ago, just after Terence Dukamanda had outstanding second half of the season where he helped Orlando Pirates to score more goals and win more games and gain more points than anybody, including Sundown. Pirates management didn't say anything until June or July of 2023, where they said that Zimbabwe made Dukamanda look bad as someone who dribbled the club, but in reality, in this delay that aimed to put players in vulnerable position exactly for whatever they are offering, that made the attacker to show them that they are not only the smart people as they thought they. And if you go back and look what happened to Jose's contract, Orlando Pirates didn't say anything about Jose, didn't call Jose, and it came to the point that the season has to start, and Jose don't know even to go and ask the Pirates about the contract, or Pirates is just going to let him go. And the season started, Jose didn't even find a team. That's the same thing that Orlando Pirates is trying to keep and doing to other players. If he's able to favor them, that's fine to their faces. Apparently, Deon Hotto's contract was coming to the end, and the Orlando Pirates club was still yet to open negotiate for a new contract. And I find it very disrespectful of a player that Orlando Pirates has signed in the last decade. The Namibian winger is arguably one of the few that the club got full return of the investment. That made him when he signed from Defense and should be respected for that. Deon Hotto has given everything to the club with his performance in the team, irrespective of where he asked to play. And under Jose Riveiro, he played the most games, more than any other player consistently, but also to the fact that he's the fittest player at the club, and he hardly gets injured. And that's any asset for the team and coaches. Even at 34 years, it would be any insult for him should the team ask him to lower his salary if they feel they can or able to afford it in order to renew his contract. The Paris club should rather offload three future players, at least leave the current salary of Deon Hotto.
But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
F was eat, just for step on niggas. Brand new F was eat, just for step on niggas.